So this is what happens when you run biodiesel in a truck you are running regular diesel. This is the drain valve on a 7.3 Powerstroke that was completely plugged up, and what happens is the biodiesel turns into this gummy pasty solution, and then it will harden, and so all your little fine lines that fuel has to flow in, they harden up and they shut off and nothing flows anymore. So just an example, this is some of the stuff that came out of that drain valve, and it is solid. It's like a solid black mass, and it is completely plugged it up. And what happened was the drain valve was opened, or it appeared to have been opened by someone in the past, and it was never shut because it can't shut. And so what it was doing was leaking fuel. So this one, as it was running, was dripping fuel onto the block to where it was running down the block and onto the ground. And here's another thing too. Now, this is off of a friend's truck. And I've driven this truck, and I know some of its issues. And one of the biggest complaints with this, it doesn't have a lot of power. And 7.3s are known for having a good amount of power. But as he explained to me, since the time that he originally bought the truck, now he bought the truck used, but it sure doesn't have the power that it used to have. And so this screen in here was completely plugged up, and it's from the biodiesel solidifying. This is the drain valve, so that's all clean, and I test fit it and it all works good again. But he had taken it to a shop originally after he had found this out, and that's what he was told. He says, hey, if you use biodiesel, it's going to ruin your lines and gum up everything, and this is why you're going to have problems with your truck. So essentially what happened is that the people he bought it from decided to run biodiesel, basically screwed the truck up. They didn't want to spend the money to fix their mistake, so they just sold the vehicle. And that happens a lot. Took it to a shop that is marketed as being experts on the 7.3 and other diesels. Charged him $2,900 to change the lines, because they said what will happen is the lines will start to fall apart and the lines will plug up. And $2,900 later, he still doesn't have the issue fixed. So I went over to his house last night. I pulled this unit off of the engine. I said, let me take it to the house, and we'll let it sit overnight. And it's just absolutely filthy in there. I'll let it soak in some cleaner overnight. So it's soaked in some solvent. Spent about an hour, maybe an hour and a half, just on this valve, getting it working again. And so another issue, $2,900 was paid to change these hoses. And as you can see, these hoses were not changed. So as far as history is, the issue was about a year and a half, maybe 2 years ago, when he had the shop change all the hoses. Somebody has changed these before at one time, but it wasn't a couple years ago. These hoses are at least, if not 4 to 5 or a little bit more than that. They're dry rotted on the inside, they're hardened, they're cracked on the inside. So even if we didn't have the biodiesel problem, you'd still have the problem with old, cracked, dried out hoses. but these were never changed. So he paid for something that wasn't done. So if you look at this filter, this is a $30 filter. It's specially made for this type of vehicle, specially made for this type of application. There is absolutely no way this filter was going to be able to filter properly anything going through that engine. I can pretty much tell you that this whole thing is going to have to be redone. And we'll put this together, put it back on the road. The parts that we need to get, we'll get. And that's going to be it. So I don't know if you can see this very well, but this is what the biodiesel did to the bottom of this thing. It's about an 1/8 inch layer of just solid, I don't know what you call it, but that stuff gets in your injectors and in your lines, and you have a dead cylinder, if not other major problems. So it almost looks like baked on coffee grounds, but that's about 1/3 of what came out of the bottom of the filter housing. But that was from running biodiesel in a 7.3 Powerstroke, allowing it to gum up, solidify, never cleaning it out, and letting it stay in there year after year after year until it started causing other problems.